Hi guys, it's JC Audits here. Just thought I'd give you a heads up what this video is going to be about. So I'm videoing in the grounds of a mental institution, so where people go when they got mental health problems. So typically they can be, under lock and key supervision. They can be let out at certain times, or maybe some mental institutions are secure units. Some can almost be like prisons, and I wanted to show you that video on Japanese prisons because I think you might enjoy that. But again, it's none of my doing. It's a genuine bona fide documentary. Now this what I'm going to show you tonight is just in the grounds of a mental asylum. It's just me sitting in the car videoing what I can see. What I don't see any patients. It looks like it's mostly staff or all staff, probably excuse me, on a shift change. So and I noticed there was a lot of ethnic minority staff, BME staff, and drilling down into that. There weren't many Asians at all. I didn't see any. Most of the staff were black, and there was a couple of, I think, 2 or 3 maybe white staff. And I'm going to try and count them for you. But it just makes me think. Why is it that certain races tend to have certain strengths and other races don't? Or is it culture? Is it genetics? Typically this area is really fraught with emotional charges because Nazis have used this in the past, and of course other races, to ethnically cleanse, and it's really painful. But just check this out and see what you think. What's up, YouTube? Some of you have obviously wondered what a mental establishment might look like. So psychiatric center, or you can call it mental health center, you can call it a panopticon, you can call it a mental health services, you can call it what else do you call it? This place is called Elysium, and show you what it looks like. This is the main reception there. Its name is Arbory Courts, the whole complex on Winwick, something like Winwick Lane or something like that, but it's in Winwick. This is Google Maps here, so you can see we're off the M62. And you can see a lot of the workers I've seen today have been black. In fact, all of them have been black. And I'm just wondering, why that is. Is it psychiatric nurses? Is it a tough job? Especially tough? Is it especially easy? Is it especially suited for culturally for black people? Do they find it's something that they want to go into? Is it seen as menial? Is it seen as something else? I'm just wondering why a lot of black nurses become psychiatric nurses. Does anyone know? Does anyone out there have any idea? Could somebody please help me with that question? So here we have the structure here. You can see the design of the building. 200 years ago, this might be a panopticon there. There might be a huge tower. That'd be actually quite just behind me, actually. Let's see if there's any tower that's visible. No panopticon. So here we have another member of staff. Again, this member of staff is also black. So what is their recruitment policy like? Do they not let white people work here? Or what's the story? I think that's the fourth black member of staff I've seen. Is it a case of, just it used to be a white institution, then one black person started working here, and then then they invited their friends and family. I just like some answers, please. Can somebody please help me? So while we're waiting then for some answers, let's look at the AC unit. That's AC from satellite. You can see how well the satellite zooms in. You can see individual cars. It's all taken from satellite, this. So it's really, the lenses they use are absolutely unbelievable. There's no plane here, this is all lens. So you can see we're zooming out, you can see the M62 there. As we just zoom out a bit further. This is a very slow computer that I'm using. See another member of staff, also black. Just gone behind the range there. There you go. So, be interesting to find out, wouldn't it? Anyway, so see some cars driving around. I can't see who's in the cars. I won't speculate until I actually see and can film them. So, Forest of Bowland, we were there the other day. See the lovely road network here. So here we have a couple of members of staff, and they are, oh look, so there's number 6 and 7. They also happen to be black. And yeah, so and there's another member of staff who's white there, look. So that's our first white member of staff, definitely white there. So let's have a look, see what else we've got here. So let's zoom out of England. A couple of members of staff in the distance there, one just come out there. They did look black to me, but I can't actually evidence that. Come to evidence that. I really want to evidence that, but I can't. Never mind. So just ask this guy, why can't there be any sort of people here? Why? Just can't. Just don't understand. Ah dear. So, we got some people come out there, and that one looks black. I believe that there was. Oh look, here we go. Yeah. Maybe it's black owned. Maybe this is let's and there's a black guy there. So I think it's been around 11 and maybe 12, and out of those two have been white. So maybe this is a black owned business, as simple as that, and it's positive discrimination at Arbery Court. It could well be. It's a good question to ask. It's a bit risky to ask, But you know, I think it's a fair question to ask, and you know, let's have an open and honest discussion. Start zooming out. So, Africa. I wouldn't be having this conversation over there. It'd be like, oh look, there's another white person. There's another white person. Ah, there's number 6 white person, number 7 white person there. Of course, there are a lot of white people down here in South Africa, Cape Town. There's 2 there. Let's have a look. Also black. Bit hard to see because they've got caps on, but I think you probably agree that is in fact 14 and 15 probably now. Pretoria. So let's Harare. Mombasa. Zoom out? It can't zoom out. Well, no, it's not Google Maps. I mean, it's not Google Earth. Ah, here we go. Some white people. So they've got 2 white people there. One tattered up. One not tattered up. Another black person. So, there you go. And this guy we've seen before, I believe. So I'm going to start counting people twice. Why, oh why do you do this? So why can't you do it? Why can't you do it? And look, here we go. There's the brown people here. And yellow people over here. More white people here. All kind of Aborigines, probably brown. Just talk about the Aborigines because, you know, should we assign them a colour? Orange. Anyway, look. Oh. Let's look at these. Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, Tasmania. Lots of devils down there. I think the joke is about inbreeding, and I think, you know, it's back and forth between the 2. There's another person there. Let's see what colour they are. There we are. This one we counted before. Anyway, maybe I can look up this company. On company house. Maybe it's black owned. I think that's probably an explanation. And it's just propinquity that does the rest. You know. So that could be why. But yeah. Look at these islands here. Okay. I think it's 8 in the morning. So it might be a shift change actually here. You know, night shift going home, day shift coming in. I think that probably explains why there's so many people around. I think that explains why there's so many people around. Okay, let's wind that down the window, see if I can hear anything unusual. Could hear some conversation going on there. Hope they're not talking about the residents. There's another person there. Happens to be black as well. So, you know, we wouldn't be having this conversation. If they were white, but because there's an ethnic majority here in a predominantly ethnic majority of black in a predominantly white country, it's just interesting. It's just interesting. Maybe this will be my last video on this channel. Maybe this video is what will bring the channel down. I don't know, but I'm just asking questions. White person. We'll end on a white person because, you know, it's important to get a balance. I think we may have counted that person before, and I believe there's another white person here. There's a white person there, look, in her car. So we're just gonna maybe just let me just end on 2 white people if we can. But yeah, so there you go. I don't know if you found that strange and unusual. That's all I'm doing. I'm just documenting that. There's Hawaii, by the way, if you want to know where Hawaii is. So let's try and get a shot of this person, which we can't really do. There's a little bit there. Maybe you just saw a little bit of face skin there. But yeah. So I think we'll end this video very soon, so if you want to switch out of it, just do that now. Oh god. Alright, so I'm finished here now, I think. See a couple of faces in the distance there. Got this one here. And this one here. We may have filmed them before, so I don't want to start adding them to the total. It's pretty hard to distinguish features from that distance. Royal Mail. This isn't a Royal Mail. Is it Royal Mail? So it could be. Pass the force. Colours the driver. Don't know. Anyway, look, that's enough of colour, and thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all. Of course I won't, and you won't see me either in the next video, but you might hear my voice. JC. JC out.